Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is Akhtaruzzaman Bappi. My dear students, hope all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. Dear, today I will take your BGST class from your textbook Bangladesh and Global Studies. Now, my dear, time for previous lesson. I will ask you some questions from there. Let's see who can guess the answer, who can give the answer. Let's see. The first question here. In which environment do humans live? Can you guess the answer? Yes, absolutely correct. Answer will be here. Humans live in the natural as well as the man-made environment, isn't it? Very good. Now, students, question number 2. How is normal fertility of the land reduced? Yes, I think you know the answer. Very good. Here you can see the answer. Repeated cultivation of the same land reduced normal fertility of the land, isn't it? Very good. Now, students, question number 3 here. How do trees grow up? Can you give the answer? Yes, absolutely correct. Answer is here. Trees on soil grow up with the help of water, air, heat, and light. So, water, air, heat, and light is the main source to grow plants well, right? Thank you. Now, question number 4. What was the first used by humans as a medium of food production? Can you guess the answer? Yes, absolutely correct. Answer is here. You can see humans were more dependent on nature in the primitive age. Okay. Now, dear students, question number 5. What is the main source of light? It's a very easy question for you. Can you guess the answer? Of course. Answer is here. The main source of light is the sun, isn't it? Thank you. Okay, here you can see the chapter number 9 and your lecture number will be 32, right? Time for a new lesson. But before going to new lesson, I'll show you some pictures. Then you have to guess what will be our today's topic. First picture here, the very beautiful picture of our country, right? We can see here a small river and a boat with some goods, and you can see the village scenery, beautiful village sceneries, isn't it? Okay, another picture here. What about the picture? Yes, the picture is about a river, and you can see some cottages or houses near the bank of a river. Also, you can see boats, ship in the river, right? This is another beautiful picture of our country, isn't it? Now, students, last picture you can see. Yes, this picture is about what? You can see brick field, right? A smoke is coming out, and polluting our environment, right? So, can you guess what will be our today's topic? Yes, absolutely right. Our today's topic is environment of Bangladesh, right? Topic is book exercise, creative questions, and MCQ. So students, I will discuss from your book exercise, creative question 1 and 2, and I also discussed about MCQ from your book. Okay, let's see. Okay, here you can see the chapter number 9 and your lecture number will be 32, right? And here you can see the learning outcomes today. After studying the lesson, you will able to give answer of some MCQ, give answer of some creative question, and explain of chapter 9, isn't it? Now, here your book exercise MCQ. Look, this is your book, multiple choice questions, so you have to say the answer. Okay, what is the main elements of nature? Can you guess? Do you have any idea? Okay, so answer will be here. Which one? Gas, light, forest, and crops. Yes, answer will be light, isn't it? Now, for the increase of population, number of slum in the city increase, river water gets polluted, the amount of carbon dioxide increase. Which one will be the answer? A, B, C, or D? Absolutely correct. Answer will be D. So you can mark it from your book. Okay. Now students, you can see here another two MCQ. But first you have to read the stream, then try to find out the answer. Azad built up a soap factory in his village, cutting trees and filling up ponds. People are utterly disturbed by the noise of the machines. Azad's uncle, retiring from job, came to village and advised people to plant trees in open space. He cleaned the mudlet canals to flow water. So now, can you guess what are called the activities of Azad? Man-made environmental problems, natural created environmental problems, and man's effort to conquer nature and man's dependence on nature. So which one will be the answer here? Yes, man-made. This one will be the answer. Okay, A. Answer will be A. Which one is the result of the activities of Azad uncles? The sea level will rise, the fertilizer of soil will decrease, soil erosion will be increased, biodiversity will be saved. Yes, answer will be D here, right? So you have to mark it. Thank you very much. Now students, time for creative question. Here you can see your book and creative question number 1. First you have to follow the picture. What about the picture? In the picture we can see a factory, right? And black smoke is coming out and also polluting the water. Okay. So first question here, what is the main source of light and heat? The first question. Second question here, how has man started dominating nature? Explain. And third question here, which problem is reflected in the above pictures? And finally, D number, you can see here, What the children like you can do to solve this problem. So here students, 5 questions you have to give answer, but I will help you to give the answer. First question here you can see, what is the main source of light and heat? You know the answer. What will be the answer? Yes, answer will be the sun is the main source of light and heat, isn't it? This is knowledge based question, so you know it. And students, here you can see a question number B. How has man started dominating nature? Explain. So student, here you can see the answer. For this you have to give two para. First para here, man has started dominating over nature through various activities. He made large mills and factories, built cities in the driving cars and other vehicles. He has increased his comfort by making air conditioners. So, like this, we are dominating the society, dominating the nature, dominating the environment, right? And second part, you can see all these are making various kinds of sounds which are harmful to human health. So, you know, sound is always harmful for human being. With the increase of population, the pressure of the environment is increasing. So, you know, people increasing day by day. That's why there is a great pressure for our environment, isn't it? As a result, the environment is losing balance. So our environment, our nature, losing the ecological balance, isn't it? Now, students, here you can see another question. Which problem has reflected in the above picture? So, students, I have shown you a pictures from your creative question number 1, and we saw there a factory and black smoke coming out and dirty water mixing with clean water. So we can see here air is polluting and also water is polluting, right? So here question, you have to give 3 part. First part here, in the above picture, the immediate black smoke and waste are harming the air and water, isn't it? Now second part, you can see here, man gradually builds the various kinds of mills and factories in the urban areas. You know, with the increase of population, the number of these mills and factories are rising. As a result, huge amount of black smoke are mixed with the air. So we live in city area, right? We can see lots of factory industry, and we also can observe that our Dhaka city or city area polluting day by day, isn't it? This black smoke has toxic elements to harm the human being as well as the existing animals, right? In addition, temperature is also increasing as an effect of population. This smoke and waste pollute water and air seriously, right? So this is the answer. And another part you can see, so in the steam emitted, black smoke and waste severely polluted the air and water. So these are the answer. You have to read it from here. And last question here, what the children like you can do to solve this problem? Students, you are students, you are a children, right? So you have duty, you have some duty to solve this problem. What is your duty? Okay, I have given the answer. You can see first duty is the children like me can take some step to solve the problem. The step taken by the children can be started from their own position. So whatever you are, so you can take step, right? The first step here, the children can learn about the consciousness of pollution from school. After being conscious, they can motivate people in groups. So you can make group, then you can tell the people about the pollution of society, pollution of environment, pollution of nature, okay? And third part, you can see here, they can present the bad impact of environment pollution. So you can tell the people, you can tell the neighbor people about the environment pollution, isn't it? You know, lots of uneducated people live near you, so you can teach them. They can arrange group discussion among the relatives. So students, you can make groups and you can discuss each other, and you also discuss with your relatives. In the family, the children can explain the harmful side of the pollution among sister, brother, relatives also. So students, also you can discuss with your family members about the pollution of society, environment, society, nature, isn't it? So you have responsibility to solve this problem. And here is students, you can see the last part. Lastly, they can arrange. They mean you. You can arrange acting on this matter. They can spread the leaflet, handbill about the bad result of pollution. So students, you can make leaflet and you can serve among the people near you. Okay, near your neighbors. Okay, and it will be very helpful to solve this problem. Okay, very good. Now, thus when all of the people will be conscious to solve the problem, pollution may be reduced or lessened at a control level. Now students, let's enjoy a video about environment pollution.
Pollution. Pollution is the process of making land, water, air, or other parts of the environment dirty, and not safe, or suitable to use. Pollution can be done through the introduction of harmful materials into the environment. These harmful materials are called pollutants. Pollutants can be natural, or created by human activity. Volcanic ash and smoke from forest fire are natural pollutants. Exhaust gases from factories, smoke from burning plastics, trash in water or land are pollutants created by human activity. Pollutants damage the quality of air, water, and land. Many things that are useful to people produce pollution. Burning coal to create electricity pollutes the air. Pesticides are chemical poisons used to kill weeds and insects, seep into waterways and pollute water. Cars produce pollutants from their exhaust pipes. Pollution is harmful to the natural world and human health. All living things depend on Earth's supply of air and water. When these resources are polluted, all forms of life are threatened. Babies are born with birth defects in some of the world's worst polluted places. Children have lost 30 to 40 IQ points, and life expectancy may be as low as 45 years, because of many diseases. Pollution is a global problem. Urban areas are more polluted than the countryside. Pollution can spread to remote places where no people live. For example, pesticides and other chemicals have been found in the Antarctic ice sheet. In the middle of the northern Pacific Ocean, a huge collection of microscopic plastic particles forms what is known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. There are various types of pollution. Air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, noise pollution, light pollution, thermal pollution, plastic pollution, e-waste pollution. Air pollution. Air pollution occurs when gases, dust particles, smoke, or odor are introduced into the atmosphere in a way that makes it harmful to humans and animals. Air pollution causes global warming and acid rain. Water pollution. Water pollution is the contamination of water bodies by human activities. Water pollution is the presence of harmful materials in water, such as sewage, waste from farms, factories, dissolved metals, and crude oil spilled from oil tankers. Pollution causes harm to organisms living in water, and can also harm people's health. Land pollution. Land pollution is when waste is not disposed of properly, or during agricultural practices, when humans throw chemicals onto the soil, in the form of pesticides, insecticides and fertilizers. This may cause diseases in both humans and animals. Noise pollution. Sound is essential to our daily lives, but noise is not. Noise is an unwanted sound, which produces unpleasant effects and discomfort on the ears. Noise pollution, also known as sound pollution. This includes the sound of vehicles, loudspeakers, etc. Noise pollution can cause ear problems or even permanent deafness. Light pollution. Light pollution is the excessive and prolonged use of artificial lights, in a way that results in the brightening of night skies, disrupting natural cycles and activities of wildlife. It causes health problems in humans, as well as preventing humans from observing stars and moon in the night. Plastic pollution. Plastic pollution is the accumulation of plastic products in the environment, which adversely affects animals and human. Thermal pollution. A common cause of thermal pollution is the use of water from rivers, or any water bodies, as a coolant, by power plants and industrial manufacturers. Then they put back warm water into the river, and so raises the temperature, and decreases the oxygen content of the water. E-waste pollution is called electronic waste pollution. Electronic waste pollution is the form of pollution caused by the discarded electrical or electronic devices. Used electronics, which are destined for reuse, resale, salvage, recycling, or disposal, are also considered e-waste. When e-waste is warmed up, toxic chemicals are released into the air, damaging the atmosphere. When electronic waste is thrown away inland, their toxic materials seep into groundwater, affecting both land and sea animals. Let us try to reduce pollution and make our Earth a healthier place to live.
Okay, my dear students, here you can see another creative question. Eminent businessman Mr. Monir Hossain live in a luxury flat in the aristocratic area of Dhaka. His children play music at a loud sound that often disturbs his neighbor. His apartment building has own generator to supply electricity. So you can guess. So Mr. Monir Hossain polluting the environment. How? He is making sound pollution, right? So using this steam, you have to give the answer. First question, since when man has tried to conquer nature? Second question, how the basic elements of nature affect human life? And third one, you can see here, what type of problem is being created by the things used by Mr. Monir Hossain? Describe it. And last question here, you can see, do you think you have any responsibility to get rid of this problem? Yes, you have responsibility. Give your opinion in the light of the textbook. So you have to read your textbook, then you have to give the answer D number. D number I will give for SW, so you have to write this in your SW copy. So students, first question here I have given, since when man has tried to conquer nature? So answer is here. You can see, when man came to a stable position by cultivation, he had tried to conquer nature. So after cultivation, when they have learned cultivation, then they try to conquer nature, isn't it? And second question here, how the basic elements of nature affect human life? How? Yes, the very important question. First part here, man lives in his own environment. His life is affected by the elements of the environment, right? And second part, four basic elements of nature are soil, water, air, and light. The sun is the main source of light and heat. Trees on soil grow up with the help of water, air, heat, and light. On the base of these elements, man's life on earth has been possible. So you have to read it. Now, question number 3, what type of problem being created by the Mr. Monir Hassan described? So, you know what types of problem he is creating in the environment or society? Yes, he is making sound pollution, right? So first part you can see here. In the stream, Mr. Monir Hussain used generator and his children play music, both of which create sound pollution, isn't it? And loud sound makes problems. Sound creating instruments like generator, musical instruments, and other various machines create sound. So you know sound also pollute our environment, isn't it? And second part you can see here, man can tolerate up to a level sound. When the level is crossed, the sound create problem for the hearing. Okay. Now third part, thus Mr. Monir Hussain and his children create the sound loudly that are very harmful and irritating for the neighbor. If this high sound continue, once the hearing power of them will be hampered, isn't it? So students, you have to read it. That is the answer. And last question here, do you think you have any responsibility to get rid of this problem? Do you think? Yes. Give your opinion in the light of the textbook. So students, I didn't give the answer. You have to think and try to give the answer in your SW copy. Okay. Okay, my dear students, now time for feedback session. Here, the first question for you. Let's see. What is the main source of light and heat? Can you guess the answer? Yes, absolutely correct. Answer is sun, isn't it? Second question here. Since when man has tried to conquer nature? Yes. Answer is when men have learned cultivation, from then man has tried to conquer nature, isn't it? Now question number 3, what is the main elements of nature? Absolutely correct. Yes, light. Light is the main elements of nature. Absolutely correct. Now phone number, what is the main source of water? Can you guess it? Yes, the very easy question for you, right? Yes, sea. Ocean, sea is the main source of water, isn't it? Okay, here last question. How many main elements of nature are there? Yes, there are 4 main elements of nature: sunlight, air, water, and soil, isn't it? Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, my dear students, now time for homework. Today your chapter 9 you know, and I have discussed creative question 1 and 2, isn't it? And also I have discussed about MCQ from your textbook, but I have given answer all of them, but I didn't give on question answer. That one was question number 2D. What was the question? look at the board. Question was, do you think you have any responsibility to get rid of the problem? Give your opinion in the light of the textbook. Hopefully you will be able to find out the answer from your textbook, and you have to read your book and try to find out the answer, and you have to write it in your SW copy. Then you have to send it to your subject teacher. Okay, my dear students, hopefully you have enjoyed my class. Thanks for watching my class. Take care. Allah Hafiz.